And we are underway. So it looks like we just got a heart container in the Link's house, and both runners just gonna go do the uncle route. Gonna go check what the tree pull is. Is Yoshi holding the sign, like, with his tongue?
I think so, and that was adorable.
Well, his head was up, almost like he was holding the sign in his mouth. Oh, and we got Hammer on Uncle. When did this become a standard scene? I was told this was open.
Yeah, I was too. And I guess we're gonna see both runners head into escape after this, which, you know, that's what you do in a standard.
I mean, it certainly makes sense. I mean, you got Hammer, you might as well go to front of escape. Alright, so we have small magic decanters and hearts on the tier 1 tree pole. We also got an early map check. Pendant at Eastern and regular crystals at Desert and Hera.
Yeah, and really smart play back there from Furaime too. Having that powerful oily weapon with the hammer and going for that extra tier triple, and hey, we get a sword in escape.
Well, when do I get when can I get these escapes? So, I mean, seriously. But both runners making their way through. Now, because this is open mode, if they decide to go to the Dark Crossroads, there will not be the light cone, and they will, unless we happen to find the lamp in here. But yes, it is open. There is no special rules or anything. It's just get the 7 crystals, head up to Ganon's tower, and go slaughter a pig. Alright, so Yoshi is done with the front, and now gonna make his way over to Sanctuary for some bombs. So at least we won't have to be on the lookout for bombs as we make our way through Kakariko.
Yeah, that's really going to be helpful for Yoshi. It's going to like ease their routing in Kakariko, whereas Furaime, that's just going to add to the 8 bomb drop somehow. Got
So, Lost Woods time. We got Lamp, which, if you're wanting to avoid Aga, we're now 2/3 of the way there.
Yeah, Lamp and Sword this early would make anyone nervous, and I'm surprised that neither runner kind of did the lumberjack check, but maybe they're just going to wait until they get boots.
So is this like Firewoods or something? We got Lamp and Fire Rod in the woods. I mean, is the thief trying to, like, burn down the woods or something?
Yeah, I'm personally very concerned about the amount of fire that we're seeing in the forest. I mean, maybe we can get a Smokey the Bear sprite in here sometime to kind of calm everyone.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
And that's what our runners did. They just removed those fire sources, making sure that nothing sketchy happens in the forest.
Alright, we got a red meringue and a shield and Blind's Hut to start, plus a 10 bomb pack.
Yeah, nothing too noteworthy in Blind's Hut, just a couple items that are making our tracker for today, Arturo, do some extra work.
Well, we've got all the fire in, Alright, we got a mirror and a bloomerang before I get my joke in. We had all the fire in the Lost Woods, and we've got all the bombs in the village. I mean, I guess we're wanting, like, Doomsday scenario or something here. We also had a mail upgrade at the, bottle vendor.
Yeah, this Yoshi sprite couldn't get any cuter. Now it's powder blue. I appreciate this.
Furaime tried to do a chicken clip, but unfortunately didn't get it. We're getting a lot of love from the Yoshi sprite, which I'm not going to deny is really good, but we do have a bunch of sprite artists that make a whole bunch of sprites, and the new update to the Zelda Randomizer has got, like, I want to say over, like, 50 new sprites. Like, it's insane.
Yeah, they added just a ton to that list. I think it was Thursday. Like, I've personally been playing as the medallions a little bit, just for a good...
Alright, well, we have just a piece of heart at the race game, so that will do it for... Oh, just a bit outside. So we've got a lot of progression items, but nothing that really can help us so far. And there's a Moon Pearl. So now we're kind of in a Schrodinger Zaga mode at this point, because glove, sword, or cape, that will open up one of our 2 Dark World access locations. Surger132 asking, Cape, how does Cape open up Dark World access? Cape opens up Aga. You're able to use the Cape to get through that force field. Let's see if we get that Cape here on Mini Trolldorm. Nope, nope, nope. Nada. Ice Rod. Well, I guess Turtle Rock's a pendant.
Yeah, that seems to be the way it goes with the early Ice Rod, but 300 rupees is kind of decent for this area if either runner opts to sequence break to the Zora area.
Yeah, that 300 will certainly help. Alright, Ice Rod Cave just had a piece of heart, and Yoshi pieces out. I imagine we'll probably see a hospitalist closet, and maybe some action-independent Eastern. Revolving Ocelot, adding into the amount of love we've been getting from the Yoshi sprite. Version 30.5 came out on Thursday, and there's at least like 50 new sprites in there. Aga is open!
That is not the item that you wanted to find in the hospital closet. And yeah, it makes sense that Yoshi's going to be going into Eastern. A lot of runners may opt out of the Eastern check if they don't have bow, but Eastern's a pendant, and there's 2 items, one of which may be the gloves, though.
Meanwhile, Furaime, finding that the stun prize is 5 rupees and has farmed his way up to 500. So it looks like he's going to be setting up a fake flipper here, and going to go see what Zora has, which would be out of logic because we don't have the gloves or the flippers just yet. And this might be a way to avoid Aga if gloves are somewhere in this list of Zora checks. Hobo just holding cash, giving away his life savings.
I feel like Furaime gave the hobo a little extra long stare there, just saying, come on, man, you couldn't have given this to me like 10 minutes ago, or 10 seconds ago.
On Raytrox, there really isn't much benefit to do Aga 1 before checking every other location. That's my impression on this game. I would agree with you in some sense, but, like, in this situation right now, with the amount of stuff we've got, I would be pretty tempted to think it's an Aga seed at this point, and the more time you're spending trying to avoid it, I personally would probably have just gone for it at this point. But, you know, that's not to say that it's entirely, you know, some runners believe wholeheartedly, ooh, unique items in the big chest swamp.
Yeah, that hint's going to be valuable information once we find those flippers, but also valuable information is the Bombos medallion that Furaime saw on the Lake Hylia Island.
Alright, well, there once was a fish named Zora who gives you flippers in vanilla. In Rando, he sucks. For 500 bucks, we did this stupid trick for 300 bucks. But no, to finish what I was saying earlier, since we saw after I got interrupted on the hint, I mean, it's not like everyone's entitled to play the game however they want. Like, just because if I see Aga 1 and there's few locations left, I'm more open to not trying to avoid the inevitable. But it's entirely valid to where some runners would be like, I will not absolutely rush Aga until I am absolutely certain that's what I have to do.
Yeah, and you also have to keep in mind the situation that we find ourselves in right now. Like, Yoshi, you know, he just got that cape and Eastern was in the area, and you definitely don't want to... So, a lot of runners may have to, like, save and quit in that spot and just gone straight for escape, but for Yoshi, it kind of made sense to just go into Eastern Palace because it's only, like, a couple minutes, and, you know, you save 5 minutes doing the Aga play if you find the glove in there.
Mm-hmm. And, I mean, at this point, we're down to Agina. Although, Yoshi is going to go ahead and check Dark Crossroads. So we got Dark Crossroads and Agina left that could hold the glove. Yeah, back of escape would only be in logic if we have the key here. But when we have the key there. So that does get us 3 more items. Not gloves, not gloves, edge. Well, Yoshi is not gonna be debated by that shovel. He's just going right for Agate 1. Ooh! Oh! Yoshi ran out of magic right as he was trying to get in the door.
Yeah, that's kind of heartbreaking. That's going to be a little bit of time loss seeing if he'll farm magic, but no, he's going to go for that shovel. Yeah, that magic just kind of direct him away from.
Alright. Strike the earth for a heart container. Alright, Yoshi is heading back. Yoshi now about to get the stun prize of $5. Yeah, I think gonna go get the magic decanters that are in the Uncle Tunnel. And
Yeah,
Furaime... Go ahead.
I was going to say, I think that's going to be their only option for magic, unless they were to get lucky like Furaime did with the full magic drop in Eastern.
There is a couple small magic decanters in the back room of the throne room, but the door locks on you, but you have the mirror so you'd be able to get back easily.
Yeah, I suppose, though. I think it might just be faster to just get the ones out of the Uncle. Alright,
this should be enough, though. And he gets in. Alright. Furaime is heading through the back of escape and gonna get his shovel. While Yoshi is on his way up the tower. And Furaime is going to join Yoshi in Aga 1.
Yeah, so we're just making our way through the tower at this point. Get a unique item in Desert Palace, so that'll be fun when we eventually get there.
Yeah, we got a ways before we can get into Desert. Either book or Titan's Mitts and Flute.
Yeah, once they're out of August Tower, they don't really have a ton of the world open to them. They can use the hammer to go south and do Hype Cave through Dig Game, or they can see if Bolus Pod has anything for them today, but yeah, not a whole lot open to them.
But we have some important things to deal with right now because our old wizard's about to throw some blue balls at our runners, and we like to play a little game where we can guess how many he's gonna throw. 1 through 15. Walsh, what you think?
I'm gonna go with 16. I think something horrible happened.
Alright, this one will be a required energy shot, and then we get 3 randos, bolt of lightning, and we spin again. No blue balls so far, though. There's 1. So we got 3 1s so far. There was the required 1. That's 5. So the most we can get is 3 at this point. But it won't matter because Aga 1 is down, and that means we only have 1 blue ball today. Alright, Dark World map check. Pod is the red pendant, and I saw 5-6 crystals at Skullwoods and Swamp, and I missed what the other pendant was.
I believe ice is our remaining pendant.
Okay. Our container on the pyramid ledge. Now, Cool Papa Bell 2282 was the runner to correctly guess number 1. So Cool Papa Bell 2282, congratulations! You have won a year's supply of randomizer seeds. All you have to do is go to ALTTPR.com and claim your prize! Offer only valid through version 32 of the randomizer. Offer completely ignores the fact that anybody can go to ALTTPR.com and claim the prize. The randomizer is for everyone. Have your randomizer last longer than 4 hours. Please consult a spoiler log. Have your doctor check you for eye suckitis, which involves an addiction to powder and potions. Terms and conditions apply. Void where prohibited. Japan 1.0 ROM not included.
That was an extremely impressive disclaimer.
Well, the bow is in Hype Cave, so Pod is now open. As well as Eastern.
Yeah, you're kind of happy to see that bow early because with Pod and Eastern being pendants, bow could have been available as late as Ganon's Tower, but now you have 2 pendants that you can fully clear, so yay.
And honestly, hook shot, well, okay, let me think about this. Flippers for certain are the one thing that Flippers and Titan's Mitts, we definitely need to get into Ice Palace. Hook shot might be required. No, just to get to Cold Stare, you don't need the hook shot. You might need Cane of Samaria based on the key layout. So hook shot, flute, medallions for Meyer and Turtle Rock, maybe Cane of Samaria, maybe boots. We still got some stuff that could be on the pedestal, so if we see Flippers and Titan's Mitts and not a lot of anything else, I might be starting to think about our old friend the pedestal.
Yeah, I'd be a little bit worried too, especially since you're probably going to be full clearing pod anyway for that green pendant, and I can't quite remember at this moment whether or not Armor still had an item.
Alright. Without mirroring, that means Yoshi is heading for pod. And the interesting thing, I mean, if you're gonna go into a pendant dungeon, pod or Eastern being the green pendant is kind of the best you could hope for, because turning that in for Sahasrahla is really quick.
Yeah, it really is kind of the best case scenario.
So people in chat are talking about the fact that this is open mode and why didn't they use different flags? Well, the reason is in the best of 5 in the playoffs, the A runners of the teams are required to play open defeat Ganon. The B players are standard defeat Ganon, and it's the races 3, 4, and 5 that get switched up. So this race was required to be open defeat Ganon. Alright, so we had the big key. So this was a pod. This was a bow-locked pod. Gee, thanks, game. Really appreciate it.
You know, it already gave us 2 semi-helpful hands. It's tired. It need, you know, do the usual unique item. So we get flippers from the Bullock side, so that opens up the front of Swamp Palace, which is okay.
Yeah! Okay is the way to word it.
Oh, and Yoshi's the Helmasaur for that green pendant.
Yeah, he's just gonna rush Helmasaur, and then from there do the rest of the dungeon.
It's an interesting call because with 1 small key to his name, he's gonna have to go through the Bullock side if he wants to clear out the backup pod too.
So Yoshi is heading straight for Helmasaur, meanwhile Furaime is going to do the rest of the dungeon. He's got to do 17 hammer hits on the mask, and then go after the dinosaur, I guess we would call this thing.
Yeah, some sort of turtle-dinosaur combination.
Ooh. There we go. Helmosaur down. Alright, well, it was just a map, but gets the pendant. Furaime setting up the hammer yump. It's a little bit, it's a double pixel perfect. Come on, there we go. And there's the compass. And Yoshi realizes, oh yeah, I kind of need another key.
Okay, so we see a glove in the rupee hallway for Pod.
Okay.
Yeah, so that opens up more than just the front of Swamp, so hooray for that. But yeah, so now we have Village of Outcasts open. We can get to Death Mountain if we want. Yeah, we actually have.
It also means we're one glove away from Ice Palace being on the table.
Yeah, that's a fairly frightening prospect as well.
So yeah, I mean, at this point, kind of going back to what we were talking about in terms of all the things you can do at this point. I think the two most logical options would be either combo Skullwoods and Thieves Town, or go up to Death Mountain. Alright. Did that green pendant give us anything? Survey says... Nope!
Yeah, it's unfortunate it didn't work out, but, you know, you can't blame the runners for going for the green pendant. Like, it's right there, you know?
Now, with Aka 1 being done, Yoshi could have gone up and checked Lumberjack Cave, but without the boots, we can't actually get what's on the Lumberjack ledge.
Yeah, they may just be waiting for the boots so that they can blindfold that item, which, you know, it makes a little bit of sense.
So Furaime is going to go ahead and finish off Eastern while he's here. I think there was an item on the Armos Knights, and we'll give him 2 of the 3 pendants. Is that a bottle I saw on inside Spectacle Rock?
Yep, that was a fairy bottle, so if there's no bottles in Village of Outcasts, that might give Yoshi an extra check when he goes down there.
Yeah, could do Sick Kid. Alright. Alright, Big Key is in the Firelock side of Meyer. And just bombs on Armos Knights.
I appreciated a bit of game knowledge from Furaime, knowing that when you're holding an item, you can actually activate your mirror portal, so walking through that mirror portal with a bomb so he can avoid that extra screen trend.
Yeah, that's handy at times. That is very handy. Literally and figuratively.
Yeah, I saw what you did there.
Alright, into Hera we go. 20 rupees is the first item in Hera. And if this isn't the Big Key, we're taking a coffee break. Heart Container and Mimic Cave, and coffee breaks on hold. Lumberjack just holds a big 20. Furaime is going to join Yoshi up on the mountain. I mean, it's been pretty linear so far, but it's interesting how both runners have kind of been move for move at this point.
Yeah, I have to say I'm a bit surprised that neither runner went for the Thieves Town Skull Woods combo. I mean, and we get both items in Hera, so coffee break today.
Yep. Just gotta go fight the troll.
Yeah, it does take a little while to get to that mirror portal without the mitts, so maybe they're both hoping to find mitts here on the mountain. But yeah, 2 crystals there. It's a rough call.
I mean, either way, you're gonna probably end up doing both of these things anyway. It's just which would you prefer to tackle first? But 3 hammer swings down and the troll's dead. Alright. Floating island. Just having cash. And just gonna have to take the long walk through Spiral Cave.
Oh, hey, Silver's in Spiral Cave, so, you know, those would have been helpful about 5 minutes ago, but we'll take them for the endgame, and for Pitreus.
Certainly would help. Alright, 7 items in Paradox Cave. Hook shot! So now Swamp Palace is full clearable. Quake? Troll arm down for Furaime, as Yoshi apparently is finally going to head over to Village of Outcasts and Skullwoods, and most likely also check Sick Kid.
Yeah, so Yoshi's making his way down into the Village of Outcasts area. Meanwhile, Furaime is going to be picking up their silvers and their hookshot, and it'll be definitely fun to see where they decide to head from there. Yeah, because right now we have Swamp completely open, completely clearable. We even have that hint telling us about the mystery item in the big chest. But Bootsless Spider Sword Swamp is no one's favorite.
Also, Swamp and Skullwoods being the 5-6 crystals means we'll have access to Pyramid Fairy if they do once they get both of those done.
Yoshi has an eye on that with his routing, opting to take care of Skullwoods first, just so that they can route up there from Swamp. So yeah, good play.
And that makes sense. You do Skullwoods, Village of Outcasts, and then just walk your way over to words, Swamp House, and then go right there to Pyramid Fairy. Alright. Time for Mothula. Fighter Sword Mothula with Hammer. I'd already be dead. Oh wait, they have a fairy. Well, I'll still be dead, but it would just take a little bit longer.
Yeah, there are definitely worse setups for this fight. You know, we may even see one of the swordless inverted enemy.
Alright. Mothula down for Yoshi. For the big key. And Furaime, once again, is doing exactly what Yoshi is doing. Both runners have not diverged from the same path since the race has started. They've done pretty much the exact same thing.
And as Chad is pointing out, there has been a little bit of a divergence. Furaime has kind of branched off from Yoshi's path a little bit. They did the Light World Flipper checks. They killed the Armos Knights, but overall Furaime is a little bit behind. But you know, they've been keeping it close with a little bit superior execution. It looks.
Yeah.
That was a really good fight from Furaime. Kind of got hung up, like, got a couple spots there, but you really couldn't ask for like a better fight.
And toot toot, there's the flute.
And that's actually a pretty convenient spot because now you can just go down and activate it either before or after Thieves Town. Yeah, that works out.
Yep. But Yoshi is gonna first check Bumper Cave, maybe do Graveyard Ledge, but just a useless swag net, so don't need to worry about Bumper Cave. And not gonna worry about Graveyard Ledge. Did we see a hint for that?
We have not, but it's also one of those like out-of-the-way locations that a lot of runners like to put off, and you know, sometimes it can decide a race, other times it kind of saves you a few seconds. So yeah, we'll see what Furaime goes for.
This is like, I've run 4 races myself, and this is the 5th, this commentary is like the 5th race I've done in like a 24-hour period, and like I've gotten 3 Graveyard Ledge hints. All of those seeds have just kind of all like merged together at this point.
No, yeah, it's completely understandable how that could happen. Like when you run these things, like everything just kind of like gets meshed together in your head. Like, oh wait, was that hint for a different seed? But
into Thieves Town we go for Yoshi. But yeah, at this point, you know, I would certainly expect Thieves Town into Swamp Palace. And then from there... I mean, unless we find Titan's Mitts, either like Titan's Mitts or Book in one of these two dungeons, it's probably overworld checks after that. Or there's Titan's Mitts.
Yeah, that'll open up the world. Oh, I love that.
Oh, the Yoshi sprite continues to impress.
Oh man, good choice naming yourself Yoshi, yo.
Furaime is going to activate the flute. Alright, now we got both runners going into Thieves Town. And just a reminder, Furaime wins, his team moves on into the finals. Yoshi wins, we force a game 5. But let's give a shout out to both of these runners, and please be sure to get both of them follows on Twitch. This race is just getting started, and it's shaping up to come down to the wire. Alright, there's another sword.
Yeah, that's definitely an item that you're happy to see sooner rather than later. You know, maybe you would have wanted that for the moth fight, but you're fine as long as it showed up, because that is one of the items that you need to, defeat game.
Mm-hmm. Very clean phase 1. Going into phase 2. Following the script perfectly. Just dancing around and 1, 2, 3, blinds dead. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us for the Swag Duck National Anthem. And the Hawk's about to rock, and we salute you. Yeah, for those joining us, this was an early Agaseed, and as chat's pointing out right now, in terms of where to go next, we know there's a unique item in the Big Chested Swamp. We know there's a unique item in Desert Palace, both which are full clearable at this point. But Yoshi with those Titansmen is going to do Smith Chain, I assume, on his way to Swamp. Coding Witcher, yes. The full team name is Furaime will do an interview if they win, or if we win. But I'm not a part of their team, so I don't win.
Yeah, they're 4 wins away from letting us hear Furaime's dulcet tones, but Yoshi is putting up a really good fight so far.
Bungie to the tree bringing up a good point. If Furaime does an interview, we all win.
Yeah, exactly.
And Yoshi gonna head for desert area, see $5 on the desert ledge, and gonna go into Mire. Possibly, see what the medallion is and probably do desert first. Alright, looked like it was Bombos for Mire.
So that's one advantage that those early Flipper checks are going to be given Furaime right now, because they know where Bombos is, whereas Yoshi still hasn't checked that area. So yeah, I don't think that Furaime's going to be like diving into Mire without the Cadence of Mario, but that is a bit of a knowledge advantage that he currently has.
Was that on the Zora ledge?
It was on the Hylia Island.
Oh, okay. Alright, again, we know there's a unique item here. There is a chance it might be boots locked. It's not, because the map's up there. Gee, thanks, game. Really appreciate that. Very instructive. And once again, Furaime doing what Yoshi's doing. Well, that's a unique item.
Yeah, it's pending utility, but it certainly is unique.
also unique.
Yeah, I would say that's a required item. So, if I'm not mistaken, given that we know where all 3 medallions are, that is going to be no mode. Pending boots.
Yeah. Well, not even pending boots. That's just a 1 in 22 chance of getting debated by the GT Big Key. That puts our runners in go mode.
Well, it puts Furaime in go mode for sure because they know where Bombos is. Yoshi. Oh man, they may be going to Turtle Rock after this, looking for Bombos.
That's just true. This is true.
And of course, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, in theory, it's a crystal dungeon, and they might be able to full clear it, but that's going to add an extra Death Mountain trip to their like task list.
I mean, you assume Swamp is next, and then your choices are: do the Zora checks that you haven't done, which are right there, or go up Dark Death Mountain and do Turtle Rock like you're suggesting. It'll be fascinating to see what Yoshi decides to do, and very well could end up being the difference in the race. So what was this Agina check that we had not seen this entire time? Obviously, at this point, we know Aga was not avoidable. You had to do Aga 1. But what was here? $5.
Yeah, I'd say it was a good call to wait on that check.
Yoshi gonna go ahead and do Dark Death Mountain. I imagine this is a check and see what the Turtle Rock medallion is. Well, no, because it's either it's Bombos or I have it.
And even if not Bombos, you still have 6 chests on the next side with a Hookshot Cave and Super Bunny.
Furaime's heading for Swamp. Our Ether is Turtle Rock. Alright, Red Melon, Red Shield, and Super Bunny Cave.
Yeah, nice little red cave. You know, the extra mail upgrade is nice, given that you're staring down a Master Sword try next fight.
Some cash is held with a grumpy fish. Well, we're not going to need to worry about that because Furaime's already in go mode at this point. Alright, Alright, let's see what Yoshi does from here. Looks like Yoshi is going into Turtle Rock. This is where the divergence finally occurs in this race. And it really is going to come down to when does Yoshi head to Lake Hylia Island for Bombos. Yeah, Furaime's not doing any... Well, there's the unique item! It was the book in Swamp!
You know, sometimes that unique item's required, and sometimes it's just kind of there to be unique. It's a special...
Yeah, Furaime knows he's in go mode at this point. Using a combo of spin strats and trying to get 2 puffballs, but now just... Okay, now, yeah, getting 2 at a time and then trying to whack them together. Alright, Swamp House done for Furaime. Now there is still a 1 in 22 chance that the big key is on the torch. And if that's the case, then we're looking for boots. And the boots are in Turtle Rock!
Yeah, so at least one of the hints, the unique item hits that value. So, yeah, at least Yoshi will be able to have a faster swamp clear than Furaime, but that is also going to add some extra checks to their side, because they may go for the Flanktuary chest as well as finally check Lumberjack.
I mean, that's probably the race right there, because I don't think Furaime goes for those in Turtle Rock, just goes straight for Trinex. And so I would say at this point, it's at best a 1 in 22 shot that Yoshi is still in this.
I mean, potentially, but I think Furaime also got that unique item in Turtle Rock in, and we did see them go for the Swamp Palace big chest, which wasn't exactly in the way, so yeah, it wouldn't surprise me to see Furaime full clear, but yeah,
we'll see. Again, Furaime wins. His team moves on in the finals. Yoshi wins. We force a game 5. There's bacon on the laser bridge.
You always like to see tempered sword on that laser bridge. You know, just instantly shave off a little bit of extra difficulty out that trying to.
Alright, we got the hint knowing that the Meyer Big Key was on the left side, and it's in its vanilla location. And very clean fight from Yoshi on Trinex. Okay, where does Yoshi go from here? Flutes away. Goes to 4, which means Swamp Palace. Which probably means a full clear of Swamp Palace, which is going to put him further behind. Yeah, Yoshi is missing Bombos, which we know is on Lake Hylia.
Yeah, it wouldn't be too out of the question to see Yoshi blindfold the Hylia item, you know, just because they might be sharing an Ice Palace play down the road, and like no one really wants to go independent Ice Palace, but that they are going to get booked in Swamp, and that may lead them a little bit off that path.
Furaime making his way through the eyeball shooting gallery. And that is crystal number 6. Alright, up to Turtle Rock we go. Yoshi has his book. Furaime into TR. Oh, and there's Powder in Swamp Palace.
Know exactly what Yoshi needed, another item to take him off the path to...
Alright, Argus down for Yoshi, and that's crystal number 6 for him. Yoshi looks like gonna go check Bombo's tablet.
I guess it's worth noting that Yoshi is skipping 2 items on the left side of Swamp Palace, but he also has all the world open to him, which is both a good and bad thing because he's not going to check those 2 items in Swamp, but he also has a lot to do right now.
And pulling out the mirror. This must be for Pyramid Fairy and using the Aga portal to get there faster. Furaime going ahead and burning the key and doing the check.
Yeah, it makes complete sense. You know there's a unique item in Turtle Rock, you know that a Bootin has to be somewhere, and the difference between go moding Turtle Rock and full clearing Turtle Rock is just really nothing, so yeah, this makes a lot. You really don't want to kill your run on that, 1 in 22 chance by doing something senseless.
Especially when you know from the hint the unique items in Turtle Rock. Yeah, he's gonna get the boots here. So he will be able to full clear GT. And he's got him.
Right, meanwhile, Yoshi's routing down from Pyramid Fairy, which is a good sign. He's at Hobo, so he's pretty close to that highly blind.
Only problem is once he realizes it, unless he blind checks it, we'll then have to go all the way back, but does take the portal, so we'll see if he does a blind check of it. Yep, gonna check it and get into go mode. Immediately flute to 6. Oh, Furaime's got to be careful here. Only 2 hearts. And not gonna get bacon, just going for Trinex. So, both of them have silvers, but Furaime is gonna have to do Master Sword Cannon, where Yoshi is gonna have Tempered Sword.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting to see how this equipment takes out. I know Furaime played a lot of like hard mode and expert modes in the Falls Journey, but yeah, 3 hard Master Sword Trinex. Let's go, dude.
Oh, and he's missed a couple shots. He's got to be precise with this, and he does not have a potion. This could be huge. This could be the mistake that gets Yoshi back in this race.
Yeah, Furaime takes a death here, or I like to have a fairy, but yeah, if this fight goes really haywire for them, they're going to go all the way back to Mimic Cave exit.
Alright, this is the last shot he's got. Gotta make it count. Being patient. And missed it! He's got a Gleave. So he's got to do this again. And still on 2 hearts with a fairy. Alright, still not going for the safety door. So still leaving Tempered Sword. Oh! But still gonna be on 2 hearts for this fight! Does still have a fairy, though. Alright, let's do this again. Alright, much cleaner first round with the redhead. Ooh, just missed the head. Phase 2. Alright, Trinex down. As Yoshi is into Vitreous, both runners will be seconds from getting their 7th crystal, which means there are 22 locations where that Ganon's Tower Big Key can be in the basement of Ganon's Tower. If you want to play in our guessing game, you need to guess the number between 1 and 22. Having subscribed to one of our 8 speed gaming channels, or donate 250 bits, and I suggest you be pretty quick about it because Furaime is going to be in Ganon's Tower pretty shortly. So are you all? What you guess? Oh shit, there, I didn't hear ya. Meanwhile, Furaime's gonna check, checking Hookshot Cave for another sword. Yoshi is going to be right on Furaime's tail, heading into Ganon's tower. And we are going to be at a sword advantage, unless we find the fourth sword in here. Guesses are closed. We're going to go with Furaime's numbers. Alright, number 1. Small key. Number 2. Half magic. Furaime's going right side. Furaime tried to kick the block, but had some problems there. Kicks it the second time. Alright, number 3. There it is! Alright. Critical point here. Yoshi is going to go right, so we'll get the big key and we'll stay on the pace behind Furaime. The closest guess from a sub or supporter was number 2 from On Ray Truck, so congratulations, you've been added to the leaderboard.
Yeah, congrats on that. Some very prestigious names there, but yeah, now we got this gauntlet to look forward to between Yoshi.
And we are gonna have Furaime on Master Sword, Yoshi on Tempered Sword, which will make a bit of a difference. Will it be enough for Yoshi to catch up? I'm not entirely sure. Yoshi also has powder, so if health becomes an issue, we'll be able to ferry anti-fairies to get in. But about 129.28 was when Furaime entered the gauntlet. And just mowing through these enemies. He knows the spot in the finals is on the line, and potentially an interview after the finals. This is where Master Sword starts to make a difference. Alright, and almost a minute difference between the two entering the gauntlet. Strap yourselves in, this is going to be a race to the wire. Alright, Lamo 2 down for Furaime.
Yeah, and you can see the temperature difference from that like 2 red Zayazak room from Yoshi there, just like being able to mow those guys down with the temperature as opposed to chasing them around with Master.
Alright, both of them get full magic decanters. So back to full magic. Both also have plenty of arrows, so that shouldn't be necessarily an issue going into Ganon.
It looks like Yoshi had a one-cycle Lamo 2 fight, which is going to pick up a few seconds on Furaime there.
And Furaime is checking for the last sword. Not in Minnie's Helmstar room. Last room before Trolldorm 2. Another piece of heart. Oh, what a Trolldorm fall! Yoshi is now just 2 rooms behind Furaime.
Yeah, 2 rooms behind, and they'll be able to just take out this Moldorm 2 with 2 hits with the Tempered Sword.
Oh, but Yoshi takes a fall! Alright. Furaime starts his geometry test at 133.05. Alright, Furaime with a double. Only a single there. Only a single there. 133.28. Yoshi's in the geometry test. Alright. Aga 2 down for Furaime. It is time for the big pig.
Yeah, and Furaime's going to need to play this Ganon absolutely perfectly because Yoshi's right there. He has Tempered Sword, and, Furaime is only down to 2.5 hearts. So, he obviously has a fairy, but that animation's still going to take...
Yoshi has Aga 2 down. One thing that also makes this harder is with Master Sword, you have to do spins, you don't get to do slashes. That'll set up for a couple shots for Furaime. Alright, both are into Ganon right now. Alright, Furaime is in phase 2. Still doing phase 2. Yoshi will be in phase 3 after this one.
Yeah, that's the difference between Master and Tempered. Furaime had to take 3 cycles for the first phase. Yoshi only had 1.
And the teleports are going to be the same between the 2. They are even right now. And honestly, this is the point where the sword doesn't matter because you've got magic, you've got the silver arrows. It's just who gets 4 skewers into pig first. Hey, Ganon, stop moving! Alright, Yoshi's into phase 4 first. 1 arrow to him. Gets the torch glitch. 2. 3. 4, and Yoshi has it! with that, Yoshi finishes in first place with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 36 minutes, and 28 seconds. Bam those GGs in chat. We have a game 5. As Furaime finishes at 1 hour, 36 minutes, and 42 seconds. Holy cow!
Holy cow, indeed. I will need a moment to recover from that, dude.
Oh my goodness!
Exactly, yeah, just... Yoshi, I'm speechless, man.
So, Yoshi told Furaime that Tempered Sword was on Laser Bridge, and Furaime just goes, sigh. Oh, man. Oh, man, that was the difference in the racing, man. Hoo-hee.
Yeah, that is just a relatable feeling. Like, just... yeah, I relate to...
And we actually have both of them in the text chat right now. Neither of us will be joining us for an interview. But man, wow. That came down to the wire, and both of them did an amazing job in that race. Please be sure to get both Yoshi and Furaime follows on Twitch for all of that. But that does force a Game 5, which has not been scheduled yet as far as I know.
Yeah, it's either going to be tomorrow or Monday from what I've heard, and that's going to be between Furaime and Hitsuyan League. So, yeah, that's going to be something to look forward to. So keep an eye out on the ALTTPR League schedule for that one, because it's going to be hot.
One thing to also get hyped up about is we've got a massive Game 5 tonight at midnight Eastern. Act the Boker and SAGTG team 4K fourth and a forehead and the Titans mids. Here's how it's going to be. Here's how we are going to decide which of the Lake Hylia teams make it into the finals. We're doing all dungeons, hard mode, inverted, swordless, and Randomizer. Like, you want a gauntlet to get into the finals. That is it.
Yeah, AK and GTG are psychopaths, and they have my respect for going through that in a Game 5. That is going to be hype. That's going to be at midnight. I think that's going to be Sabotender and Shireen on the call. And our tracker right now, Arturel, is also going to be tracking that race. So yeah, get ready for that one.
Woo, let's give a shout out to Arturel for keeping track of all the items we found throughout that race. So... Furaime in chat saying that he said probably most likely the race will be tomorrow, but again, keep an eye on the Speed Gaming or the ALTTPR League schedule for that. Let's go ahead and pull up the rest of the Speed Gaming schedule for tonight. We've got Super Metroid Crowd Control race going on the main Speed Gaming channel right now. Final Fantasy 1 Randomizer, also on Speed Gaming 2. And that is a race that's in progress, but we'll have another race starting at 9 p.m. Eastern. At the same time that the Overworld Glitches tournament for Link to the Past Randomizer will be at 9 p.m. on Speed Gaming 5. The Pac-Man World Tour World 2 Grand Finals will be at 10 p.m. on Speed Gaming main channel. Also have a Link to the Past Overworld Glitches, I think that's Speed Gaming 6. Super Metroid Weekly Race will be on Speed Gaming 3 at 10 p.m., as well as Portal 2 on Speed Gaming 4. So, a whole lot of speed gaming action tonight on the Speed Gaming Network of channels before we get into that midnight race between AC and SAGTG, and that will be on Speed Gaming 2. So, RD Walsh, wow, what a race.
Wow, indeed. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to come down from that for a little bit. That was amazing. Yeah, huge props to Yoshi and Furaime for that one. That was super.
Yes, indeed. So, as we said, it looks like our two teams that are going to be getting into the finals of the A Link to the Past Randomizer League will most likely be happening tomorrow. And then we have the grand finals. All 4 teams still alive, and we got some big game 5s going on tomorrow. So, with that, we do want to give a shout out to all the volunteers behind the scenes with the A Link to Past Randomizer League for all of the work that they do putting this tournament on, and it has been a blast. Also want to give a shout out to all of the volunteers at the Speed Gaming Network of channels. Your subs and bit donations are what keep the lights on here, as this is all volunteer work, and I'm sure they all appreciate it for all of the entertainment that you just... It is always fun to see what goes on here at the Speed Gaming Network of channels. So, for Yoshi, for Furaime, for Archerel, for RD Walsh, I am Jex Reffi. Thank you all so much for watching. I need to go relax after that race. We'll see you next mission.